taking on the Boston Celtics. Let's check out. Rose is out there with Jordan. Then it's Pippen. And it's Dennis Rodman. And it's Gilmore in at the 5 down low. Now here's Pippen. John Havlicek unable to get his shot to go. Pippen with the bucket.
And what poise from Pippen inside the paint. The defense does everything they can, and still he's able to convert.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless. And when he attacks the rim, and it's as if the big fella wasn't even there.
Here's Gilmore. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Pippen kicks to Rose. Here's Gilmore. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, and sometimes he comes off as maybe being laid back, but Gilmore is a fierce competitor in the post, and it comes out in his rebounding more than anywhere else.
The shot's good from Collins.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Counted good.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
They recover it. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Chicago. Rodman, yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Cousy. Off target at the rim. It's been a quick start here for Chicago. 4-point game. And that one, good.
And what you like there, Jordan never looks like he's rushing. Makes quick, solid decisions.
Boston off to a... Slow start. Cousy passes to Bird. Now Havlicek guarded by Pippen. And another miss by Boston.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time.
Rodman passes to Jordan. The dish to Pippen.
Boston foul.
And he's checked in for Bird.
First personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Celtics.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. They get it back. Here's Gilmore. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Count that one.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
The shot's good from Jordan.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Collins. Drills the baseline jumper. Collins has got 6 points.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Rose. And Boston with the rebound.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
So it's Chicago now. John Havlicek unable to get his shot to go. Jordan passes to Gilmore. And it's good, assisting on the play with Jordan. He's got 6.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Well, it's been an express team to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
A new lineup here for the Bulls. Now here's Garnett. Still yet to score.
The defensive stalwart. Noah's limb is what allows him to erase shots.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Eu?
Now an update on Larry Bird from David Aldridge. What'd you find out, David?
Hey guys, the Celtics head athletic trainer gave me an update. He told me that he bruised his rib. He's got a pretty good mark for it. He's really feeling it.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like you'll be out for 2. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Armstrong.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
Naquela época os caras deram bola de 2 era muito fácil não, cara. De 3, os caras nem faziam muito direito. Só depois que teve Stephen Curry que... Antigamente era... Antigamente não tinha bola de 3 não. Era só bola de 2.
To the inside. Butler, no good.
Yeah.
Celtics trail by 5. Here's Parrish. Love grabs the board. And it's the Bulls with the ball. Down low. Here's Sloan. Good, and a nice assist from Noah.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good
pular de uma vez. Ele percebe.
Brown outside. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Garnett gets good.
The prototypical modern-day power forward comes about as a result of KG paving the way.
To the middle. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say why.
Strange. I mean, no idea got into his head right there.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. McHale's checked in for Garnett.
Tatum's
in for Jaylen Brown. And it's White in for Rajon Rondo. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
First personal foul.
And that one falls for Love.
Shooting for Chicago. Love taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Love.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
The deep 3 from Tatum. The offensive rebound. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
And Parrish is an active big man, someone that uses his size and length well on the offensive glass.
And stolen by Tatum. Latrey. He doesn't hit that one. That basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's Chicago.
15. The Bulls. 20.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
They set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Bird out there with McHale. Then there's Havlicek. Then it's White. And it's Tatum with the small forward position. That's the Boston 5.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
And he makes good on the layup. Gilmore's got it.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Now the pass to McHale. Jordan with the rebound. Chicago leading by 4. Rose passes to Pippen. Back to Rose. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, you love the attitude of Derrick Rose. You want to play great defense? No problem. I can still finish.
Passes to Havlicek. The three-pointer no good. Now the Bulls with it. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Right side, White deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And it will go, and the Bulls lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Havlicek. Inside, here's Rodman. Again, Chicago.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played.
Não sei jogar não, cara. Eu tô jogando pra fazer qualquer coisa aqui.
Here's the pass to Cowens. Three-pointer. And that comes off the assist by
Tô fazendo qualquer coisa.
9 points in the game so far. It's a close game here in Boston. And the officials in the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Kuzi can't hit.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
And the foul called on Larry Bird. That's his first foul. Outside Rose. Rodman passes to Gilmore. And he gets the whistle. Free throws coming up.
Caralho, falta pra caramba. Tudo falta, é incrível.
Chicago shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. He's off on the first.
Não apareceu, não apareceu ali não. Olha, na hora que eu apertei. Olha lá.
So he comes up empty.
Então, mas demora um ano pra se abaixar?
And so it's Pierce with it. He brings it up for Boston. Trailing by 2. Offensive rebound.
Nossa, dá ter feito ali.
Here's Kuzi. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Pippen feeling it out a bit to the paint. Here's Rose. It's good. It's his second basket. He'll shoot 2 for 4.
You can see the athleticism and toughness. Rose becoming exponentially more dangerous the closer he gets to the rim.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And with their offense,
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an
O Golden State, porra, tava jogando uma temporada aí que acho que foi semana passada. Pô, o Celtics mereceu ponto, acho que foi 60 pontos no primeiro tempo.
On the 3 off target. Chicago leading by 4.
Pô, teve um carinha que deixaram ele livre direto.
Jordan passes to Pippen. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's Kuzi. Kicks it out to Garnett. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move.
Esse carinha vai pegar 500
I'm
rebotes.
sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Wow.
Celtics trail by 6. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a break.
On defense, Chicago. Here's Cowens. That one off the back iron and out. Outside Jordan. On the wing, Jordan. Garnett against Rodman. Diaz, the pass to Pippen. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good by Rodman.
Primeira tentativa, primeiro sim.
3 points.
Here's Kuzi.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some
Quer arremessar, tá?
And another miss by Boston.
nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from John Havlicek.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Now, here's Jordan.
Boston foul.
Team Noah, he's checked in for the Bulls.
Third team foul.
Só coloquei pra cima aqui? Ou não?
Não, tem que trocar. Não, cancela não, velho.
Como é que cancela?
Do jeito que tu fez. Vai lá. Vai lá. Assim. Aí, escolhe um. Aí tu vai e escolhe o outro.
E agora?
Agora é start.
Substitution on the court.
There's 1:17 left here in the second. Jordan with the steal. Here's Pippen. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Pippen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Lethal from the mid-range. Pippen doesn't need much airspace to feel comfortable with that jump.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo. So
O cara parece que põe, parece que às vezes ele para.
É pra você trocar de direção, ele gasta estamina.
Pass to Gilmore. Back to Jordan. Fires away from outside. They grab their own miss. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Here's Brown. Nice pass.
Brown.
Into the rack, perfectly
Brown
for the
é
win.
novinho, Brown. Você feita aí.
Brown's got 5 now.
Well, that's where you
Sempre
use
quem tá
your
aí.
athleticism and agility if you're Jaylen Brown, navigating to a high percentage look.
10 seconds separate the shot clock and game. The 10-footer. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket for McHale.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Pippen finds Rodman. Unloads. Rondo can't get it to go. Chicago again turning it over.
O time parece que tá cansado.
And McHale wide open. Sends it home. And that'll do it.
Ficou descansando, velho. Abre a porrada de ponta e descansando.
Bulls lead by 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. And that should...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close the
Também
game has been so
eu tava jogando
far.
semifinais, cara.
Enzo Jordan will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. So the Bulls 5 right now. Pippen is out there with Dennis Rodman. And it's Rose. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Gilmore in at the 5, roaming the paint. Chicago leading by 3.
Celtics foul. Bob Cousy. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Rose. Here's Gilmore. Poke loose.
You know what? That
Mulher ficou parado, velho. Esse cara parece que tá cansado.
He closed it down in a heartbeat there to get the steal.
Cousy with the bucket. Rose with the ball. Pass to Pippen. And too much time in the lane.
Você tá bola na minha frente.
Falta minha, cara.
There in that possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Here's Kuzic. So they foul intentionally.
Tá muito bom aí, dá falta, tá?
First personal foul. First team foul.
Havlicek outside. Pierce for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Pierce has got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics.
And when your mechanics are as strong as Pierce's, putting up a quick shot is not that hard.
And Rodman gets it to
Quer
go.
brincar de 3, vamos brincar de 3.
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
And here's Rodman outside. And Boston with the rebound. Cowens has got 4 rebounds in this game. Celtics passing it around. Rodman in the post. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Havlicek. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
And that's his strongest trait, the unselfishness from Kuzi. Fantastic at realizing when one of his guys has an opportunity for a clean look.
White, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Butler. He is relentless inside. Butler.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And that one's good from Havlicek.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
And it goes down 2 points. Butler's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
Now, Jimmy Butler playing with aggression right now. Boy, if he touches the paint, he is thinking score.
Releases from 15. Shot by Cowens, no good. Here's Sloan, covered by Havlicek. The pass to Rose. Back to Kukoc. Shoots over Bird. Bird pulls it in. Tough time offensively.
Yeah, trust is what they're missing, guys. You've got to keep moving the ball and shoot with confidence. Ultimately, things will happen well when you play together.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Garnett. Checked in for the Celtics. Jason Tatum comes in for Pierce. Havlicek dishes to White. The kick out to Havlicek. Over Kukoc. Boston again missing.
Tá sozinho, cara. Em vez de fazer um ponto de 2.
Utilizing his body to get around the defender, but that's just a tough one to knock down consistently.
How about the body control from Rose? Took it right at the defender and got it to go.
Third quarter action. Just over 3.5 minutes have gone. Releases, and that one's good from Havlicek. Havlicek's got 16. Havlicek's got pretty good numbers from the floor so far, shooting 6 of 13. Butler kicks to Kukoc. And a miss there on the triple.
Já usei o peito aí.
That triple was going to fall.
Here's White. Good on the three-point shot. Now it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
How about the laser focus on that jump shot? Pays no attention to the nearest defender. Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Boston.
As soon as you turn it over on them, they're off to the races. They have been absolutely relentless in the open floor.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this run. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game. That will sting a little bit. Failing to get the lead when the opportunity was there, but it does tie it up.
And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That's his first foul. 1:46 left to play in the third. Here's White. The kick out to Tatum.
Tatum.
Off target from outside. Chicago with the ball. Outside Butler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He goes on Jason Tatum.
What I love most about Jimmy Butler is his will to win and the capacity he has to take his teammates right along with him.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And Boston has possession. A 2-point game. Here's Garnett. True on the 14-footer. Garnett's got his second basket.
Just a knockdown shooter. Garnett so good with the ball in his hand.
Bean passes to Noah. Garnett with the block. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here's Levine. Butler at the elbow. Beyond the arc. And the Bulls with another miss. Levine against Havlicek. Garnett high post. And he's going to get whistled. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game. And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself ahead of his guys.
Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for Kukoc. Butler against Havlicek. Butler kicks to Rodman. Back to Butler. Pass to Rodman. Trying his luck from deep. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett. Garnett's got 4 rebounds in this game. That's tipped. Tatum with it. Butler covering. Havlicek dishes to Tatum. That's going to be over and back. Not watching that time.
Quer ficar samando com a bola?
Pippen's checked in. Outside, Levine. Here's Armstrong. Kuzi with the rebound.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Boston ball. Substitution on the court.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Boston on top. They lead by a bucket.
The Bulls, 53.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Celtics with the lead. We've got Pierce. Kevin McHale out there with Garnett. Then there's Havlicek. And it's Kuzi at the point. That's the Boston 5. Here's Theus. Defended by Garnett. Rose. Good.
Nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And he commits the intentional foul. And so making a change here. White's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Jordan's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Michael Jordan, second personal foul, second team foul.
Jordan against Garnett. For 3.
And cat-quick reflexes there. Jordan sees that play and jumps all over it. Terrific defense.
Here's Rodman. Good, and it's Jordan picking up the assist. Jordan's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Shot from the wing. Rodman grabs the miss. Rodman's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pierce for 3. Drills it from outside. And the Celtics lead by 3.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get
Toquei pro cara e tocou lá na frente.
And that's about the worst defense
É igual porque eu achei que você quer futebol.
a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we've talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Garnett with the steal. With the shot and the foul on Kevin McHale. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul.
Bulls trail by 3. Pass to Jordan. Outside for Pippen. Rose against Garnett. It's tipped. Havlicek outside. Lets it go from 14. And it's Boston with another.
And guys, you got to know who you're guarding. You got to run the shooter off that sweet spot. And for Havlicek, that's anything in the mid-range area. And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Impedido ali, hein? Tava na frente de todo mundo.
Now just a 1-point Celtic lead.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist is right on target.
Now timeout called by Boston.
Caralho, pesquisando a porra toda antes de começar. Pesquisando como é que fala naquele, caralho. Não, mano,
the Celtics talked to his team during the break. Now with the game in the balance, coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game and win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
Eu tava marcando lá o encontro caindo.
Second personal foul.
And so it's Boston with it. They lead by 1, and that's an intentional foul.
Oh, encostei a falta.
Personal foul.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. On the wing, Burke. Outside, Rondo. Clock at 6. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
Boston ball. At the line for the Celtics.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite-level passer.
Takes the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. On the wing, Rodman. Defended by Bird. Shots good by Gilmore.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And so it's Boston with it. Here's Rondo. Makes it off the glass. Rondo's got his first points in this one.
He just lives for the moment. Rondo there coming up big time for his team when they need it most.
He gets it in there. Rose has got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
We know this about Derrick Rose. He never ducks these moments. He's fearless, this guy.
And shot by Rondo.
Again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Timeout call, the Celtics.
And clearly, he's in a lot of pain. They call time, and the trainer's going to get a chance to go out and check him over.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, John Havlicek.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Collins. Chicago grabs the miss. Pippen's got 9 rebounds now tonight. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
Of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Shot from the inbound. Shots good by Gilmore.
Parece que é pra fora a bola.
Has been all about Gilmore. He's an intimidator down low, and they're having no luck finding someone willing to play the kind of physical defense it takes to stop the A-train.
Bird pulls it in. Boston trail. Pierce inside the three-point line. Boston, no good that time either. outside Rose. To the middle. Here's Gilmore. Boston grabs the miss.
O estádio tremeu, tu viu? O meu controle tremeu, incrível.
Here's Kuzi.
Tremeu.
Boston again missing. And so here is Chicago. Rose in the post. Covered by Havlicek. Rose. Good.
And Derrick Rose, accustomed to carrying a team offensively, taking and making big shots down the stretch. Nothing new to him.
Pierce for three. One shot missing. Here's Chicago. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Jordan. It counts.
And I think hitting that championship-winning shot his freshman year of college, Jordan has brought that clutch gene with him to the pros.
Here's Havlicek. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within three. Now the Bulls with it. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pierce. Jaylen Brown checked in for Boston.
Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, Jaylen Brown.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
Here's Kuzi. Count it. A tremendous three to tie it up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Boston foul, John Havlicek. Second personal foul, second team foul.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
And he recovers it. Out of bounds. It'll be the Bulls' ball.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
Here's Rose. Yes!
Big time bucket there. They've got to
O
play
juizão é sorte.
Most important thing, no open three.
Não aparece ninguém, Minecraft. Online. Caralho, quantos minutos tem a partida? 40 minutos.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
There's 10 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Back to Jordan. It's tipped. Second chance shot. Oh, no good.
Pô, mas eu não sei jogar ainda, porra. Eu sei fazer. Pô, sabe mais que eu, sabe marcar, sabe fazer bola de três. Cara, é incrível, tá chato.